Renacon AAC blocks. ഓരോ ചതുരശ്രടിയിലും സന്തോഷം.
You have never sat in an aeroplane. What would you do? So I saw cotton. So then when he put it in his nose, I found it weird, but then even I put it in my nose. I was like, yeah, that's what she's never traveled by flight. Maybe that's what she thinks you're supposed to do. This is what people that fly by aeroplanes do, you know. Priyan sir had told me that, you have to pretend like you're falling back and then you thank him for not letting you fall back. Really scared. So it came out very naturally. He pulled me more than we planned in the day. I showed him my showreel. He was more interested in not my showreel, but he said, that DVD player, where did you get it from? He said, I'm an actress. I've come to show you my work. You're not seeing my work, you're seeing that DVD player. My dream is to be a dancer. Acting just happened. When I was younger, I got a chance to be a heroine. I was like, okay, let me do it. But as I got older, I realized that no, it is really dance that gives me happiness.
ഹലോ വ്യൂവേഴ്സ്, അപ്പോൾ മലയാളികള് വെട്ടം എന്നുള്ളൊരു സിനിമ കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമ്മുടെയൊക്കെ മനസ്സിൽ അറിയാതെ തന്നെ ഒരു ചിരി, ഒരു സന്തോഷം, കുറെ സ്നേഹമൊക്കെ വരില്ലേ. അതേപോലെ നമ്മൾ വെട്ടം എന്ന സിനിമ ആലോചിക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ ദിലീപേട്ടന്റെ കൂടെ നമ്മൾ ഒരിക്കലും മറക്കാത്തൊരു മുഖമുണ്ട്. വീണ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ള ക്യാരക്ടർ, തീപ്പെട്ടി കൊള്ളി എന്നാണ് നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും ഇടയിൽ ഫേമസ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ. അപ്പം ഇന്നത്തെ നമ്മുടെ ഗസ്റ്റിന് വേറൊരു ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷൻ ഇതിൽ കൂടുതൽ പറയാനില്ല. വെരി ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ ടാലന്റഡ് ആക്ട്രസ് ഭാവനയാണ് നമ്മുടെ കൂടെ ഉള്ളത്. ഹായ് ഭാവന, വെൽക്കം.
Hi.
I'm sure
Thank you.
everybody, who will be watching this, so they'll be so happy to see you after so long.
I'm so happy to do this after so long. It's been, I don't even know how many years. Actually, don't tell me because that will make me feel like I've aged. But I get so much love even today. I think it's close to 2 decades now that film released. And even today, if I don't have fan mail or if I don't have messages in my Instagram inbox from my fans, from my friends, from my admirers in Kerala, I feel like my phone is not working.
Oh, sweet.
Every day. Hundreds, not tens, not 20s, hundreds.
There's so much of humor in that movie, trust me. Like, I don't think there'll be anybody who loves movie would have just watched Vetam once. It'll be definitely like, that one feel good movie where like whenever there's a break you go and like, sit and you watch. I remember there's a scene where you had to put those the cotton on your nose, and there's a scene in the train, right? And there's one on the aeroplane scene that you do. Like, how can you recollect any quick memories or something that happened very funny on the sets of those two scenes?
Yeah, they were both one takes, and I just reacted to. I was, I think, in a very good mood that day, and Dilip sir just told me, "I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and you just react." Okay, I was like, "Okay." Priyanka said, "You are scared of flying." First, that was the only direction given to me. What would you do? You have never sat in an aeroplane. What would you do? So I saw cotton. So then when he put it in his nose, I found it weird, but then even I put it in my nose. I was like, yeah, that's what she's never traveled by flight. Maybe that's what she thinks you're supposed to do. This is what people that fly by aeroplanes do, you know. So she's so innocent. She's so like cute and silly sometimes. And she believes and trusts people. So when you're very honest to the character, you don't have to play comedy. Comedy happens out of situation. So I was just true to my character, I think. I was not trying to be funny. Uh, Funny was a byproduct of me just being honest to my character.
Was there any specific movie that, after it got released, you would have gone back and thought, no, maybe I should have done this, or Was there any character like that very specifically? You can, if you don't mind quoting.
No, there were many like that which I had refused and I regret. I should have done it. Veena, they all would have been very memorable characters. But
Right.
I was young, I was foolish. Thought if I have to dance, I have to only dance. Also, there was no time. You have to be in the country to be able to do it. For
Right.
5 years, it was out. And in those 5 years, then Vetam became such a big hit. And, it was on TV every now and then. So I did not realize the popularity was so much. I thought people forgot about the movie. But then with social media and all, when the craze has come back, I'm realizing, wow, it was a great opportunity and I should have done more movies. So I'm not saying ki, um, uh, I think I should have done more movies in Malayalam.
Right.
I still can.
I know, you definitely can. I was just going to tell you that you still can. There's so much time left in the world. And like, so quickly rushing back to, Vetum movie, Vetum memories. I always wanted to ask you, like, whenever I saw that movie, there's a scene where you're sitting on the top of the roof and like suddenly you flip back, right? If I'm not wrong. Yeah. So was that very accidental, or it looked so natural that, did it really happen, or was it planned on the script?
It was not natural. It was
Oh,
as in Priyan sir had told me that, you have to pretend like you're falling back and then you thank him for not letting you fall back. But when we were sitting on, I am scared of heights. So when we came and finally sat up, I was really scared. So it came out very naturally. And I was also very, very naughty, I have to say. So he pulled me more than we planned in the take. It came out, my reaction came out naturally, but it was planned.
all right. So when the script was narrated to you, did you know what exactly Deepati Koli meant, or did you, when they told you that, this is what you've been going to be called as, did you ever think that it's going to be such huge, massive hit?
No, I didn't know it was going to be such a hit. I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was a compliment because I said, yeah, see, I'm so slim that you're
I
calling
know.
me a matchstick. But I have to say that, I was like, they really, Priyan sir always used to complain every morning, what is this? You're so thin, eat something, eat something. And I would not understand because in Bombay, they would say, lose weight, lose weight.
I know.
It's the other way around. So it's not like that anymore. But
I know,
it
absolutely. Yeah.
five, it was the it was different, the scenario was different. So yeah, so they came up with this. I think Priyanka started calling me like that jokingly, and then on the pets, and then it was put in the movie also that yeah, she is a matchstick,
Oh.
that little
Oh.
matchstick. So, but I was also like the baby of the set because there were such senior actors. I didn't even know who I was working with. I was working with such big stars. I didn't know that at that time. So they would all treat me like a child, like this innocent child who doesn't know much. And I think that worked for the film also because Veena as a character was so innocent,
Right.
and me being young and unaware of the stars and the kind of stardom I was working amongst helped in the movie.
Who helped you the most to prepare, as in, like, when it came to, understanding the script, especially because it was Malayalam, and working with Dilip sir, and so who helped you the most to gear up and prepare and, understand and stay true to the character the most during those times?
Definitely Priyan sir, because Priyan sir helped me. He chose me for the film, and you have to understand. That's also very interesting process how I got the film. That's actually the most interesting part. Priyan
I would
sir
love
was
to
in
hear.
yeah.
Mhm.
Priyan was in Bombay shooting for I don't know which. I think not Bulbul, yeah, that came later. I'm not sure which film we were shooting for. This was before Bulbulaya, not Hera Peri. I'm not sure which movie. Anyway, so I met him uh, with my mom. and I showed him my showreel, and he was more interested in not my showreel, but he said, that DVD player, where did you get it from? Not my showreel. And I found that so funny. Ki, sir, I'm an actress. I've come to show you my work. You're not seeing my work. You're seeing that DVD player. So I realized you're fond of electronics and new gadgets. He's quite a gadget freak. So I thought my meeting went really badly. Priyansar has not seen my work. He's more interested in the DVD player because that time we had DVD players. Now nobody
Right,
will know
right.
what. Uh, I was like, okay. Then I stayed in touch with him, but I knew the meeting was so bad. He didn't notice me. So I forgot about it. Then, after forgetting about it, after like 3 or 4 months, he called me suddenly out of the blue. And I was like, huh? Priyansa? Yes. Hi. Hello. What? And he said, listen, there is a movie, and Mr. Suresh is the producer, and Kirti's dad. And he will call you up and you talk the formalities with him, but you're doing this movie. I was like, what? Really? Yeah, yeah. This is the script. And he told me the story briefly, and I loved it in like the first narration only, not narration or whatever he told me in 2 minutes. I loved it, and I really wanted to do it. And uh, yeah, it was as simple as that. I didn't audition for it. I just did one meeting with him, which I thought was really bad because he didn't notice my work. So I could not believe why would. Then later on, many years later, he told me that, I liked the discipline. He's not a very expressive man, but he said, I like the discipline with which you came with your mom, how respectfully you spoke to me, and how your conduct was. And I could see a lot of innocence, which is what I needed in Veena. I did not want a very smart, I did not want a very like a person who really, I wanted a person who's a little lost and a little innocent. So and like you were right there in front of me that day you had met me when I was discussing this script. So I was like, okay, so I think the universe just made me uh, made me present in the right place at the right time. That's all it was. I was purely lucky.
Every time we think about Vettam, there's so much happiness and joy associated with that movie as such.
Yeah, it was just like going to a carnival, a fair, uh, a festival every day, waking up. Uh, we used to wake up very early because Priyan sir likes to shoot in the magic hour of 5 a.m. So by 4:30, we would all be ready to shoot. Um, but it was not like, oh, we have to wake up so early in the morning, oh, this or that. Nothing. Everybody was charged as if we are going to attend a party or a festival. Because there was constantly laughter on the sets, and it's such a funny movie and such a beautiful, cute movie. Everybody was just laughing all the time, and even emotional scenes were being shot so beautifully. We never did more than 1 or 2 takes. Nothing was more than 1 or 2 takes. Even complicated takes were not one or more than 1 or 2 takes, and it was just, yeah, going to work did not feel like work. It felt like enjoyment. So there was a lot of joy, a lot of laughter, a lot of peace. No arguments, no fights, nothing negative, only happiness.
Bhavna, something that I really wanted to ask you, equally, there's one actor who all of us are really fond of. I'm sure he's not there anymore. Kalabhavan Mani sir. You were so fortunate to have been working, I mean, to have worked with him.
I did not, like I said, I was so stupid. I did not even know what a great talent, what a great man I was working with. I was sharing the same frame with him. And I think he also appreciated that, the fact that I was innocent. And he really guided me. And he was so calm and composed on the set. You could not even tell that such a big star was on the set. And yeah, he would always be just smiling, laughing, and helping people. And it's just a great energy. And I'm so lucky to have been in a movie with him.
I think there was an ad with Mohanlal sir, right, which went viral. Yeah. So how
Yes.
was the experience with Mohan acting with Mohanlal sir?
Oh, he's so funny. He's really fun to work with. And I was supposed to do a movie with him also, which I regret I could not do because I had to leave for France at that time for 8 months and the dates were not matching.
Which
But
was the movie?
I don't remember the name of the movie.
Okay.
Uh, but I'll, if I find out, I will tell you. Being with him on the set again was lovely. He's a lot like Priyansa. He's very chilled out, but he's very respectful to his co-actors. And you're working with a star when he's around, And my interaction with him was not much. I just got like out of the 8 hours we shot, I only had like 10-15 shots with him in 2 days. So it was very relaxed, but he was fun. He was chilled out.
After watching Vetum, you were so hit here, and all of us loved you so much that we thought you will be a constant presence in the industry. Like then, I mean, especially Malayalam throughout. But what made you take a gap and what was it all about?
I'll be very honest.
Okay.
Uh, first of all, I got the film also by chance. Okay.
Okay.
So, one honest confession, I am a dancer
Great.
at a very young age. From the age of 6, I'm a professional Odissi and Kathak dancer. And then I went into contemporary, many other things. So, my dream is to be a dancer. Acting just happened. Okay. Now, my first film in Hindi, then my first film in Tamil, my first film in two big films in Kannada, one big film in Telugu, and then my next big film was the biggest film in Malayalam, which is by Priyansa and opposite Dilip Chit. And it was just such a big project that I could not say no to it. But simultaneously, I was also getting ready to do a world tour for a Broadway style musical called Bharti,
Bharti,
which
yeah.
was, yeah, I was signed. The contract was almost 5 years long, but I went on to do it for 12 years. That's another story altogether. But that is the reason. So I could not say no to this movie because it was such a big movie. But then by then I had already signed my musical show. So I had to go. I had to leave India. I had to go on a world tour for 5 years. So then I would then 5 years to continuously I was out. Then when I came back, it's not like I didn't get offers. So I I'm very grateful that people in Kerala, the Kerala Malayalam industry, film industry, and actually all of South film industry, they always kept giving me offers. But as you grow older, you know what you want. And when I was younger, when films came to me, when I got a chance to be a heroine, I was like, okay, let me do it. But as I got older, I realized that no, it is really dance that gives me happiness. And it's not acting does not give me happiness. I am acting in theater. It's just that things didn't happen. Just things, opportunities didn't come at a time when it was supposed to. And by then, I already I fell in love with dance so much that I continued dancing and I pursued my dancing career then. And I really enjoy it. And I love acting also. I'm acting on theater, but stage as a medium was far more enjoyable to me than film, TV, and ad films. I still do these three things, but
Mhm.
theater is from here I feel, my stomach, this is what I want to do. Rashmi, I never said no to movies. I'm still open and I don't even restrict myself to only Malayalam movies. I'm happy to do Hindi. I have done many Hindi films
Yeah,
as a
I know.
Hindi. So, but now that I'm very happy where I am, I will not do work and I will not do film work or films until I'm 120% convinced that I want to do it. Previously, it was even if I'm 20% convinced, I will do it because I needed to do films. Now I don't need to do films. Now I will do it if I want to do it. Need and want has changed. So I will definitely do something, but at my own.
Is there anything that you have to tell your fans who still is so fond of Tipati Kolli?
Please continue giving love to Veena, to your Tipati Kole, and it has been a beautiful experience of my life. I am sure I will come back to do Malayalam. From my friends in Kerala saying, when are you coming back? Please do more Malayalam. So yeah, this is also a shout out to all the actors, producers, directors. I'm ready. I'll do one.
Renacon AAC Blocks. ഓരോ ചതുരശ്രടിയിലും സന്തോഷം.